I've just finished recording a conference here. I thought I'd go through quickly how my sound setup was for this. I was also, had a video, was recording it with this F3, and we had another camera over there that Alex had. And so, yeah, it was nice. We could just sort of sit down all day here. And I've got here my Zoom F4 running, of course, off an external battery here, BPU60, that just lets go all day long. With the Zoom F control panel that I just got, and so you can see I've got the ability to sort of arm and disarm tracks with this and control gains here, and that's a master one. And now I've got, coming out of it, I've got a snake for my master going through into here, so I also get a copy just running all the time of what I'm setting there on the main out. And yeah, so a quick summary of how I was setting stuff up. This hotel where the conference is at, they've got their system set up with a bunch of Seisenhauser units. So you can see here, they've labelled them like we've got a mic 7 here on this. And so we go over to their setup over here, because this goes over back to a bunch of rack units, like way at the back. So they're not the normal receivers we might use in our bags of G3s. So instead of going to a rack unit, then it's got like this cool audio controls interface here. And so if you look here, you can see that this one that's 7 would be controlled with this one. So if we had this turned on, we could control how loud it was, even mute it completely from this point. Now, this, however, brings a difficulty of how do I actually record this? I was thinking maybe I might put in a recorder at the back where they've got all the racks and servers set up, but that was one option. But then I thought of another idea, which is I would borrow from a friend our own Seisenhauser packs and tune it into the same frequency so I can pick it up. And so that's kind of what I was doing today, but for safety backup as well, because you never really want to rely upon the house's equipment and conference gear, because you really don't know its history and background, and it's much safer to have your own. So I'm really just tapping into it as an extra bonus safety. So what I was doing, I also put on my own Sony wireless that I use, and so thus I've got going into my recorder both one of these tuned the same frequency and my Sony's on a different frequency, because with your wireless you can have one transmitter and 2, 3, 4, 5 receivers, and they can all receive the same signal as long as they're on the same frequency. And that's pretty much what happened. It actually turned out really well at one point, because the guest speaker we had, also named David, good name, my God, the house pack gain was set way too loud, and so it was peaking pretty bad on his pack, I felt. But my one is still really good, because this guy spoke with so much energy. it was really up there, but mine was luckily all good. So that's this benefit of having dual system in these sort of live scenarios. We can't really change stuff, and that's mostly what I was going to say. Oh, I forgot to mention the really cool thing they have. They had this thing. This is a throwable microphone that's called Catchbox. So if you are coming closer, you can see what that is. So this is a microphone you can throw around, and if you pull off the Velcro here, there is this microphone inside in here. But I'll leave it there. So basically, you'd throw this, a person would catch it, and they could talk it here. Now, of course, the average person doesn't necessarily have great technique, and they might even just leave it sitting there on the table. But of course, the microphone here is way closer and way better than a microphone on the camera or the microphone that the speaker has. So because there's a big audience of a lot of people there. So they really helped a lot with those answer and question moments. And now, of course, the tricky part was they were planning on just feeding in the receiver for this into the computer feed in and then feeding it in. I was like, yeah, but how am I going to be able to record the audience then? So I came up with a really, really great plan here in the sense that I sent it straight into my recorder, then I sent it into my sub out, and I used one of the body packs that the conference has. So you can see this is not one of mine. It's got their ones labeled, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3 to 8. And so yeah, this is 1.5. So then I can just transmit it out and it's still part of their system, and it's all controlled and over the house speakers and everything. So I thought there was a really great workaround I came up with that allowed me to record everything that the audience was doing and feed it into the system at the same time of going through my sub out. And I think that was pretty much what I was going to say. Oh, there's also like this handheld, so I was down to a handheld mic that also went to the same frequency in G3 as well as the body packs. And that's all for this sort of vlog. And I quite enjoyed today having a big keyboard, being able to enter in my metadata. That definitely made life easy, especially when I was having to do stuff really quickly from one module block to the next module. And anyway, I'm rambling long enough. I'll wrap this up and thank you very much for watching.